Hello. I'm going to get started here in just a minute. The topic of tonight's live is Danielle. Is that you? Oh my gosh. Hi, Danielle. I have a funny story of meeting Danielle. She's a lovely gal. I think I just saw you pop on. I'll be starting in about 2 minutes. The theme of tonight's live is going to be gifting. So we're going to try and take the anxiety, a little bit of the anxiety, if you have any, out of gifting this year. So I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes. Ah, it is Danielle. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I think about you all the time. I hope you are doing so well. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to start it at 9 and we will get going. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday evening. Cheers to you guys. I am definitely having a little cup of vino, and I hope it's cup of vino o'clock wherever you are too. But yeah, thank you guys for popping on your Thursday night. I'm sure you guys are busy. The week is not here. The week is not done yet, and the weekend is not here yet. So I appreciate it. All right, we are almost there. Okay, let me check one thing. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna get going. So firstly, thank you for being here. So I just want to jump right in. So it feels like this year more than any other year, like the holiday season is already being thrown at, like, in my face. Like literally I've already gotten hit with some reels for where are you gonna stay this holiday at the Christmas hotel, which is blowing my mind, but it had me thinking there's nothing better than being prepared for gifting season. And I thought that I might share some pieces with you guys that I think are winners. There's nothing worse than feeling, I am like a last minute gifter. I feel like I sometimes wait till the last minute and I always end up giving, not always, but sometimes I end up giving people that I love and I wish I had more time to think about what I could gift them. I end up giving them a gift card, which who does not love a gift card? But there is nothing more wonderful than opening something that feels like it's thought out, or that it has like a story, or maybe it's from a brand that you think they would really like, or I don't know, really feels like it's a part of their, I don't know, who they are. So we are going to try and take some of that anxiety out of holiday shopping for you guys this year. So I did, instead of breaking it down like this is what I think you should get for your mother or your sister. However, I will say it was kind of funny. I did a poll this week asking you guys who you felt was the most difficult person to shop for. And a lot of you guys said your mother. So maybe I will bring up some pieces that I think would be great for your mother this holiday season. And then the second one was best friend. And I guess I kind of get that because I have like such my best friend group. I feel like everyone who's my friend is my best friend. Like my girlfriend who I work with, she's just like, Pilar, all your friends are your best friends. And you know what? They are. Okay, I think I lost you guys on Instagram for a sec. My thing went blank, but I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm just going to keep going. But all right, so some personalities that you might be shopping for. You know what? I'm actually gonna turn the AC off really quickly. I'm starting to get cold before I continue. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Okay, so personality. So instead of breaking it down via person, I thought we would break it down via personality and kind of who you might be shopping for. So we're going to go over someone who is a classic romantic. If you have a girlfriend in your life, or maybe it's a mother or a sister, just someone who is a romantic. There are some pieces that I think would be fantastic for them. And if you have someone who you're shopping for that is the statement maker, there are some pieces that I think that they would probably love to have in their jewelry collection, and they might be pieces that they would love to wear every single day. I'm sure I said statement maker and you guys had at least one person pop into your heads. And then the last person that we're gonna go, personality type that we're gonna go over to is the minimalist in your life, someone who really appreciates classic design, simplicity, is always kind of like incredibly stylish, but without being like trendy. They're just always looking amazing. So we'll go over some pieces that I think are fantastic for them. Who should we start with? What do you guys think? Do you think we should start with a statement maker, the romantic, or your minimalist? Anyone have any opinions? Okay, we'll go with the minimalist. I like this. I like this. Okay, so for the minimalist in your life, there are some really great pieces that I think, they could pair with basically anything. Definitely pieces that could go dressed up or dressed down. And so the first piece I'm going to go with is actually one of my favorite hoops. This is going to be our Nye chain. I'll show you one first. This is our Nye chain hoop. So the really lovely thing about this is it's a kind of like a huggy hoop. Sorry guys, let me show. So it's a really, 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 really teeny hoop that we have. And it's got this really beautiful seed pearl and then this Rice Krispie pearl at the bottom. And it's such a dainty, delicate hoop earring. Let's see if that maybe helps, might be easier to see against my black hair. And I'll put these on for you guys. But the really cool thing about these, I'm gonna take off all my earrings so that you can see them really well. The really cool thing about these earrings is they're kind of a long earring without being like a dramatic earring. So I love them for every day. And if you're a girly who likes to wear an earring stack, or your friend loves to wear an earring stack, these are definitely a great option. But firstly, the simplest earring to get on. It's no fuss. It's the easiest little hoop to just clasp in there. And you can already see it's such a simple earring that makes quite a subtle, beautiful impact. I'm in a dark room and you can see that this chain is already kind of catching the light a little bit. But just 2 pearls, sometimes that's all you need on a hoop. And let me get the other one in for you guys so that you can see. What do you think? Do you think these are accurate for a minimalist? But really delicate, really dainty, not too much going on, but definitely meant to be seen, which I think is what a lot of kind of our minimalist friends who have really great style, like they might just be wearing like a loafer, but that loafer like might be the Row or Tony Bianchi or Bianco, one of the two. They might have a really great brand name, but these are our Nye chain hoops. And the other really cool thing about these, which I love, is that you can slide off this attachment. So say your friend, really wants just, during the day to wear just like a really nice little huggy. That's their vibe. This earring really gives them the option to do both. So you could wear them as a little simple huggy, which is always to die for. Never too many gold hoops in my jewelry box, to be honest, and especially not if they're a girl that likes to stack, or they could add this little attachment to it. So that's the first piece for your minimalist. I'm glad you like them, Danielle. All right, a couple people wanted to see minimalist first. I'm seeing a lot of, hello. I'm seeing some familiar names on here, some family popping on. Okay, so since we're still on minimalist, another great piece that a lot of, I think, people kind of overlook if they're not someone, if they don't know someone to wear a lot of bracelets or kind of have a bracelet stack, someone sometimes still needs a really killer bracelet for moments when they're going out, or maybe they want to be dressed up and they're just doing an earring. They're not going to do a necklace, but they want something else, like another accessory. I can't remember. I used to work in Anthropology and they used to call it like your third piece. I don't know. They used to have like a name for that extra little something that you put on at the end of your outfit, which is very anthro. Let's see if I can get it on. My nails are a little long, which do make things a little challenging. But this is going to be our Live bracelet, which also has a necklace that goes with it. And this is kind of like the best neutral like set if you wanted to get someone. It's really such a simple, beautiful bracelet. Again, pretty simple. It's just your beautiful little cable chain, which honestly is so sparkly. I love this beauty. And so it's got a toggle clasp, which is also really easy to get on. I love a toggle clasp. I think it's like just way better than a lobster clasp. And I think it also adds a bit of like design to such a simple piece. But we have 2 rice pearls, and then we have a little teardrop pearl hanging at the bottom. It's actually literally attached to the hoop. So, I mean, it's just the cutest little piece. It's not something that's gonna like stand out, but it's definitely something that if someone catches like a glance at it, they're gonna be like, oh, where'd you get that? And I don't know, those are sometimes the most fun pieces, like the pieces that are kind of hidden amongst the rest of your wardrobe. So I love, but this is our Live bracelet. Does come with a matching, well, you'd have to purchase the matching necklace, but it does have a matching necklace. And I think it's lovely. Also, you can throw charms on a toggle clasp, which is really fun. So if you have a friend that's into charms, or, you know, you wanted to say, oh, this is a gift that like you can add your own personal touch to, this is definitely one that they could play a bit around with. So this is our Live bracelet. Love her. I wear her all the time. Okay, so our next piece. What do you guys think? Would a minimalist love this? I'm testing my ideas with you guys, as you can tell. Are you guys ready for the weekend? I am. Got kind of warm today, which is nice. But hopefully it stays warm the rest of the weekend. Okay, so for our next piece, this is another piece for our minimalist. I'm going to show you guys our solo pearl necklace. And this is just like such a classic, almost like how everyone needs a white button down in their closet. Everyone needs a solo pearl necklace. Really, honestly. There's just something so classic about it. The fact that ours is made with this really beautiful, delicate cable chain. It's a chain that we use on a lot of our styles. It just kind of feels like it floats when you put it on. So this is our solo pearl necklace. Another thing that I really love is the way that did you hear that? It just hit my wine glass. Another really cool thing that I love about this piece is that you get to see a bit of, I don't know if it'll catch it on these cameras, but we do this really beautiful twist detail with our wire wrapping, and you really get a good look at that with this piece. So really subtle detail, but really beautiful once you start to look at the craftsmanship. And let's get this beauty on for you guys. All right. Let me see, I'll pull this up so you can kind of get a better idea. Just your classic solo pearl necklace. Just one pearl, all you need. I don't know, I love it. And if you're gonna wear this with a higher neckline, or your friend wears like maybe higher necklines or lower necklines, this is gonna be gorgeous with anything, honestly. It's gonna be something that they're probably gonna wanna put on every day, or maybe they don't end up taking it off. It's one of those types of pieces. This is our solo pearl necklace. All right. And one little cool detail, when I was in design school, I remember it, I can't remember what teacher it was, but one of my teachers said like, oh, what's like, we were going over some of our homework and they were like, oh, what's your like little signature on your piece is going to be, or what's like a little detail when you're designing that you're going to add throughout all of it so that people like will know it's from you. Like I think it's Vince does this little like notch in the back of their jackets, or I'm pretty sure it's Vince, and it looks like a little V, which is just so them. And I think it's even on like the back of their pants, whatever. So that's something like a little detail that's always come to mind. And one of my best friends, Nashi, she has always been like such a detail-oriented designer, and she's so fantastic. And that's something that she asked me very early on when I was starting this collection. And one thing that we do on all of our extender chains, so we have this little chain that allows you to change the length. Typically it's about 1 inch, but if you need us to change that for you, or you need you want something to be a little bit longer, we can definitely adjust this for you. You just need to send us a DM or an email and we can make that happen. But on that extender chain, we always add one of our little Rice Krispie pearls. And that's kind of something that I think, you know, this is obviously meant to be an extender. It's supposed to make your bracelet longer or shorter. But I don't know, I just think that every little detail of our pieces should be have something beautiful to them. And so we add this little Rice Krispie pearl to the end. So you'll find that on our necklaces, our bracelets, unless it's a toggle clasp. We don't do extenders on the toggle clasp because they're a different type of closure, but they're wonderful. But yes, that's one of our like little details that we do, which I love. So you're never actually getting one pearl, I'm realizing. So this is like our not so solo pearl bracelet is what I should call that. But okay, so who should we talk about next, you guys? Should we talk about the classic romantic? Should we give some gift ideas for them? Or should we deal with the statement maker? Not deal with them. We love a statement maker. Hello, Megan. Oh, sorry, guys. Having an issue with my Wi-Fi for a second. Let me see. Hello, you guys. Give me 1 second. Hello. Okay, so Wi-Fi has been fixed. Okay, so shall we talk about the statement maker, or shall we talk about the classic romantic? Both are wonderful. Or does anyone pop to mind when I say like a classic romantic? Is that your best friend? Or is that maybe your mom? Is your mom a romantic? Does she like really love, let's see, like delicate pieces? Is she really elegant and feminine? That's kind of who I think of when I think of a classic romantic. Or is the person that you are shopping for a statement maker? Okay, Megan, ding, ding, ding. We're gonna talk about the statement maker. So let's dive in. Like right off the bat, when I hear statement maker, I think of my friend Alina. She's one of my best friends. She's so wonderful. And like literally, this is the type of girl that's like, not just Alina, your statement maker in your life, is the type of person that you know, you're gonna remember what she wore to the event you last saw her at, or she's always got like a beautiful bright color on, or maybe she always has like a really bold accessory. This is that gal. So maybe that's your mom, maybe that's your friend, maybe that's your sister. Regardless, here are some pieces that I think she would love. So right off the bat, I'm gonna go with one that they could wear every single day. This is definitely for a statement maker. This is an everyday piece. So these are our Sydney earrings. So they are two kind of chunkier gold hoops, and then these beautiful Baroque pearls. And what's so cool about these Baroque pearls is they take about like 2 years to form to get to this size. So she's definitely like wearing something that is bold, a little bit bigger than majority of the pearls that people are used to seeing. I'm gonna just put a couple of these on. I'll put the pair on for you. Also, do notice, please, how easy it is for me to put on these hoops. I'm putting them on one by one. Click, they're on. I don't know, I love that. That's one thing when I was creating our hoops, I wanted like a really easy hoop, and these styles that I'm showing you are definitely really easy to get on. Okay, so these are definitely like a hoop that you're gonna notice. This is very different than the night chain. They definitely have some body to them. A Baroque pearl is like so delicious, and I mean, I've said bold already, but it really is. It's not like, here are Arthea hoops, which I had on today, and you can just already tell like just a big difference. I don't know, they're organic in shape. No pearl in general is ever gonna look exactly the same, but a lot of our Baroque pearls, you know, they might have a similar shape. However, the two pearls will always look more like sisters than twins, and that is really unique. So your friend who's a statement maker, oh, my girlfriend Danny, she loves these. I love that. Gracias, Danny. But these definitely are ones that, you know, people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love your pearl earrings. Or, you know, these are a bold piece for every day for your statement maker girlfriend. These are the Sydney hoop. I don't know, I love them. I personally love, like, I don't know if my clothing is that of a statement maker. However, with my accessories, I mean, granted, this is my jewelry line, so I should be really kind of bold with my pieces. But this is a piece that I wear all the time. I just love that they pop against my hair color. And I love the thicker gold hoop. It's really fun to mix and match with my other stack earrings that I like to stack with. So these are the Sydney earrings, and we do make a pair in 14K gold if that is something that you are interested in. But these are the Sydney hoop. Okay, so another piece that I think the statement maker in your life is really gonna love, and these are fun and playful. So these are the thunderstorm earrings, and they literally look like clouds. They are made with two Keshi pearls, which are really special, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But they honestly, they look like rain clouds. So there you go. So Keshi pearl is so unique because it doesn't have any nucleus. It is made of 100% nacre, which is literally the most shiny bits, just like the lustrous part of a pearl. Basically the fabulous part is what I always call it. Like, it's pure fab. This pearl is pure fantastic fabulousness, luminousness. That's not a word, but just they're stunning. So a friend who is a bold statement maker is gonna love that detail, that this is just pure nacre. It's the best part of the pearl. So, and if it's a best friend or your mother, like, they deserve the best, you know? Okay, so, oops, I'm realizing I don't have any earring backs to keep these on. Give me one sec, you guys. Apologies. Let's see. Hello again. Okay. So they literally look like a cloud. I've said that several times, but just look at the way each of the pearls kind of shimmer or shimmy is what I meant to say. It just kind of looks like little raindrops that are falling down. They're definitely a playful piece. I don't know, I love them. Thank you, Maggie. These are beautiful little rain clouds. And if you have a friend that you're shopping for who's maybe getting married and or just got engaged, a lot of engagements happen between November and December. So this holiday season, that's something maybe to consider. But yeah, so these might be a great piece for a friend who just got engaged this holiday season. Maybe she can wear these little thunderstorm earrings to one of her engagement parties or something like that. All right. Okay. And then the last piece that I will talk about is our paperclip bracelet. Another really great piece for your bold statement maker friend. It's made with a paperclip chain and one really large Keshi pearl. Almost kind of looks like a watch. Like when I wear it, even though I haven't worn a watch in years and I always look at my phone for the time, it does kind of like instinctively make you want to look down and see what's going on. Like, what time is it? It's just a pearl. It's no time at all. But this is a fantastic choice. This is our paperclip bracelet. Okay, let's move on to the classic romantic in your life. So this person is really graceful, they're really timeless, very sentimental, and they like to connect deep meaning to the pieces that they have or own. So if you have someone in your life that sounds like that, then these might be some pieces that work for them. So the first piece I'm going to talk about is and this is kind of like a set. I'll show them to you together, but our lily necklace. So let's see if I can get that up nicely on the camera for you guys. This is our lily necklace and has a matching pair of earrings to go with it. So let me get this beauty on for you guys. I really love this one because it's on a bit of a longer chain. Again, we can always change the extender length for you if you wanted, but I just love where this one sits. It sits a little bit longer, and there's just something so delightful about these two little Rice Krispie pearls that kind of hang from this Keshi pearl. I did kind of want this to kind of feel like a calla lily. I don't know if you've seen like a calla lily that kind of like droops and hangs down. Kind of has like that kind of like folded over end. I don't know. This just always, sorry, just hit my table. I just wanted something that felt like it was falling out of a calla lily. And a lot of these Keshi pearls kind of have this dimension to it. I don't know if you can kind of see, it's kind of bulbous on the back. And it just reminded me of like those petals kind of wrapping around each other. So that's why I call it the lily necklace. And then these are the earrings. These are the lily earrings. There you go. Really sweet. Again, these are made with a Keshi pearl and two Rice Krispie pearls. But let me show you what they look like on. They're really delicate. They're only hang about like an inch from your ear maximum. But they move, they sway. It's a pretty romantic set in my opinion. But there you go. These are the lily earrings and lily necklace. A really beautiful, delicate choice for someone that you love. Okay, moving on because I'm looking at the time and I am chit-chatting too much. But another piece that this romantic might love is our Lana lariat necklace. And so this is a lariat necklace that we made very early on. And one thing that's kind of sweet about this is the first one that I ever made was actually for my cousin. She needed a necklace for a wedding she was going to. And I made her one very similar to this. And then when she got engaged, she was wearing this necklace. So I think this necklace is definitely meant for someone that like you love deeply. In my mind, in my heart, it kind of feels like love is really attached to this design. But this is a really fun, pretty piece. This is something that definitely is going to be worn for maybe like special occasions, or like going out and you're wearing like a beautiful blouse or something. But let's see if I can get my shirt up a bit so you can see a bit. But there you go. This is the Lana Lariat. It's made with 1 coin pearl and several seed pearls. The last pearl at the bottom is actually another Rice Krispie pearl, which is fun. I love those. All of our Rice Krispie pearls come from vintage bracelets and necklaces that we have purchased from eBay, various vintage shops. They don't actually farm these Rice Krispie pearls anymore, so they're quite special and unique to find. So that's another little detail that you can share with your classic romantic when you give them the Lana Lariat necklace or something else. So pretty. I love the idea that there is. Yes, there is. I try to, I don't know, we pour a lot of love into the designs that we make, but all these kind of pieces have like maybe a hidden story to me, and I should maybe share that a bit more. But this is our Lana Lariat, and I think that your classic romantic would love them. So again, there's something so fun about gifting a piece that has like a bit of a story to it. All of these pieces that I just showed you, anything that's made at Adorn Peely is made by hand by my wonderful assistants and I. I've got 2 like such talented jewelry makers that work with me, and we just create all these pieces with every order. Everything's made to order. We don't have piles of back stock. Nothing's ever mass produced. So if you choose to gift an Adorn Peely piece, you're really gifting something that is unique and one of a kind and made by hand, which I know a lot of people say, but truly our hands make them all. So yeah, I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything before I log off here. And if not, that's okay. But thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate on your Thursday night. I'm gonna pull my wine back into frame. All right, you guys. Well, I hope that this helped. I hope that maybe this took a little bit of, maybe the holiday anxiety hasn't hit yet. But when it does, maybe you'll think of this live. And maybe one of these pieces will hit either for you perfectly or for that person that you love. Okay, you guys, if there's no more questions. Okay. Good night, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Let's see. Bye.